First things first, while the sun is glaring in my face, flag change. This is purely for aesthetics. Much better. Hello, so this video is obviously very late. Last month now, technically I guess, I did an unreal amount of pet sitting. I think I slept on my bed like twice in the whole of October. It was a lot. But I also did my first ever dog sitting, which is very, very exciting. I love Dexter and hopefully you'll be seeing a lot more of him because we are besties. We are like this. If you want to watch me and Dexter just hanging out, having a great old time, I will put a card up here to a day in my life dog sitting for the first time, or whatever I called it. There are two very exciting things that I want to tell you about, so I'm going to do it now. First of all, the very quick one, I think. Look what I finished! Look what I finished! It's off the needles, everything has been sewn into it. It's just very, very long. As in, I put it over my shoulders roughly in the middle and let it hang down, and it touches the floor. So it's very long, but it's very cozy, and I'm so proud of myself that I finished it. It took me like 3 years to make this. I started it in late 2018 and I finished it in late 2021 after it just being the green bit at the start of the year, and it was my New Year's resolution to finish the damn thing, and I finished the damn thing, and it is that flag behind me over there, which is the genderqueer flag, and if you want to know what genderqueer means, I'm going to put a link to that up there as well. But now I get to wear my genderqueer scarf, but it's too hot in here, so I'm going to take it out. The very next exciting thing is the hearing aid saga is finally over. Ooh. Yeah, that whole, hi, I would like a volume control, oh how about we take your hearing aids instead, that's all finished. So I mentioned, I think in my last in-review video that I got, no I didn't, I mentioned it in the downsides of hearing aid video, which I'll put up here too, that I've been trying to get a volume control on my hearing aids for ages, and then they were not happy with the settings that I had and the volume that I was needing. Then they sent me for like a whole battery of tests to be like, we don't think you need hearing aids. Keep them for now, and then when the test results come back, and then the test results came back of like, hey, no, they actually do need hearing aids, and they do kind of need it, the volume that they said that they needed, if not more. So that all came back, and then I was called into audiology again, and it turns out that my good audiologist that put the volume up to where I wanted it in the first place just retired, but she gave me somebody else. She made sure that I had this person, and I spoke to this person and she was just like, yeah, we're just here for like a checkup really. We've been through some things the last year or so. How are you doing? And basically I was like, yep, fine, volume, perfect, settings, perfect, ear molds, perfect, everything is just fine. I still struggle, but more volume is not going to help that. That is down to me and different bits of assistive technology that I have yet to acquire. That will help more than volume. And then she said, great, yes, I agree. And then we discussed next steps. What do I want to do? Do I want to be discharged from the service? Do I want to be on an opt-in basis so that if I have any problems I can just be like, hey, I need to come in? Or would I like regular checkup appointments? And I elected to be opt-in, which is effectively, they have discharged me, they have said you are free to go, but if I need any assistance or any help or anything, I can just come back as and when, and I don't need to go through extra steps. So I am free from the Audiology Saga, I do technically have a volume control, even though it only goes down, but I will take it. Fine. And I have other settings to try that are shown to help with audio processing disorder, and I have my ear molds which help on like so many levels. Everything is finally fine. And while we're on the topic of hearing aids, I just wanted to address, because a couple of people have now asked me why I've not been wearing them in my videos after all of this saga. I was rationing batteries because I was running out of batteries, and because I didn't know if they were going to let me keep them. I didn't know if they were going to just give me batteries, and I was never anywhere near the centre that had them, and it was just a whole lot of faff. So I was like, when I am just sat in my room, I don't need to have my hearing aids in until I'm out speaking to other people. So speaking to camera is generally quite okay for the most part. There are background noises that I won't hear, but like, such is life. If you don't want any background noises, don't listen to a deaf YouTuber. And then pretty much as soon as I got discharged, I got an ear infection, very mild, I'm okay. And I'm just waiting for that to clear up, because when I put the ear mold in, it makes the, I don't know what it's called, it's like a muscle around your eardrum. It makes that spasm and it does the whole ear rumbly noise. And then if I just have one hearing aid in, it's a very strange experience. So I've just not been wearing them while that clears up, and we're almost there. So fingers crossed I'll be wearing them again soon. And with all of this cat sitting, I decided to go full cat person, and I have made a new Instagram dedicated to the sheer amount of cat photos that I have on my phone. There's going to be a whole mix of old photos which you'll be able to tell because I will have more hair. Here is the handle. I will put a link down in the description below, and while you're in that description, don't forget to like this video because, you know, you liked it. It's called Ouch Meows, because if that is not the most perfect handle for me and cats, I don't know what is. So go give that a like and a follow. If you like cat pictures and cat sitting stuff. What have I read this month? Well, if you watched the dog sitting vlog, the dog vlog, you will have seen that I finished this book, The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, and I talked about the book being amazing in the dog vlog, but this has sat with me for the whole month. It still sits with me, and when I'm just sort of like daydreaming, I go to places in this book. It will not leave my brain. It is very good, and I really hope they make some kind of like series out of it for people that maybe don't enjoy reading or can't read a whole book this thick for whatever reason. This is not accessible to them. I hope that there is some kind of visual adaptation because it's so good. So good. I would happily sit and read it again, but it's not my book, so maybe I'll buy my own copy, because I don't reread books, but I want to reread this, so that says something. And then what I've started to read after that is Pine by Francine Toon. I have got like 2 chapters into it, and I feel like this is a sit down and read in one session kind of book. It's written in third person, which I don't think I've read a book like that this year, and it's very like short, simple sentences, so it flows quite fast, but it takes a while to get into that flow. And we've got to like the main plot point, but that's as far as I've got. And then I started reading it in one of my job centre appointments, and I didn't finish the chapter, so now I'm all confused. So I might have to start this again and just read it all in one day or 2 days, or just do like a long reading session and then see how it goes. But so far it is pretty good, and I'm very interested and I want to finish it. It's not one of those books where I've got like 20 pages in, I'm like, this is crap, I don't like it. I do like it, it's written in a different way, so I have to read it in a different way. What else did I do this month? I've had a bit of a fresh trim. My housemate shaved my sides for me, so I'm not as fluffy, and I still have some length on the top. I'm a hair person now. Who'd have thought it? yeah, I'm trying to grow the top bit out a little bit so I can like style it. What is that? Maybe I shouldn't grow it out anymore. Maybe it should just sit down there. I haven't figured out how to style my hair yet, or what to do with it, or where I'm gonna grow it to, or what I'm gonna do with it. All I know is that I am lazy, and this is fine. It still makes me feel a hell of a lot better than my long hair ever did. So good. Normally in these in-review videos I have lots of fun things to say, like I did this and I did that, but I just cat sat the whole month. I didn't really get a chance to go out and like do anything fun or like buy anything fun to be like, hey, here's what I bought this month. But what I did do was I went out on Halloween, as in out, and I went as a mime because I didn't mean to accidentally like play into the whole like sign language is miming type thing, but also like I'm not a fluent enough signer for me to have that as a part of my costume, and nobody on the night signed either, so it was fine. And it was lots of fun. I got in drag. I did a bit of a gender bendy thing and I wore a skirt and painted a beard on. It was great. I just felt like my best self. And I went out and it was loud and I couldn't hear anyone. And then I was very tired the next day and it upset my pots. Great. But it was a good night. Good night had by all. And for the first time in many years I didn't do anything for Samhain, and I feel weird about it. But it's just because I've just left Wicca, just started Druidry, didn't have any time to prepare anything, didn't have any time to read the Druidry notes on Samhain, and I just didn't have time for it this year, and I just needed like a night to blow off some steam or just sit. Because when I went out for Halloween it was the 30th into the 31st, and Samhain is the night of the 31st and the 1st, kind of. We lit some candles in the living room and watched TV and played Fortnite, and it was worth it. And the last final thing that I did this month, which is kind of fun, is I started planning for Vlogtide. Yay! So yeah, this year I'm doing Vlogtide instead of Vlogmas because the end of Vlogmas is very difficult, and usually I spend time travelling to other places to spend Christmas around the 22nd, 23rd, which makes making videos a lot harder, and then making videos when you're not in your own house and there's people around, especially on Christmas Day. Very difficult. Even though I don't really celebrate Christmas, I'm just kind of along for the ride with the whole pagan thing. So I've decided to make Vlogmas pagan, and I've done Vlogtide because Yuletide is the only way I could make it a nice word. I'm definitely not the first person to do this. Someone out there will have done it, but I'm doing it. So it's going to be one video every day for December for 21 days, which is very exciting. So with all of that exciting stuff, don't forget to like this video, drop a comment down below if you are excited to see anything that I've mentioned in this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you get notified every single time I post a new video. Videos go up every Saturday at 6 PM UK time with at least one bonus video every single month. See ya!